Okay, so this time we focus on the introduction to e-governance and sustainable development. E-governance and sustainable development are interconnected concepts that hold the potential to drive inclusive, equitable, and environmental responsible governance system. E-governance involves the use of digital technologies to enhance the efficiency, transparency, and accessibility of government operations and services. Sustainable development, on the other hand, refers to the meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs or encompassing economic, social, and environmental dimension. One way e-governance contributes to sustainable development is by improving the delivery of public services and optimizing resources allocation. So through digital platforms and online portals, government can streamline administrative processes, reduce paperwork, and minimizing bureaucratic hurdles, thus increasing the efficiency of service delivery while reducing cost and resource consumption. Because I believe that by providing citizens with convenient access to government services, e-governance can also enhance social inclusion and promote equitable development. E-governance, of course, play a vital role in promoting transparency, accountability, and good governance practices, which are essential for achieving sustainable development goals. So by digitizing government processes and data e-governance initiatives enhance transparency by making information more accessible to citizens and stakeholders. So that this transparency fosters greater accountability and reduces the risk of corruptions, ensuring that public resources are used effectively and sustainably for the benefit of present and future generations. And to give us more details about the topic, let us all welcome our presenter. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Doc. Good afternoon, classmates. I am Melinda Vitara, and I will discuss the e-governance and sustainable development. E-governance leverages digital technologies to enhance public service delivery and citizen engagement, playing a crucial role in achieving sustainable development goals. This section explores the synergies between e-governance and sustainability, laying the foundation for understanding their interconnected nature. E-governance is a powerful tool for promoting sustainable development. By integrating ICT into government processes, it is possible to enhance service delivery, increase transparency, engage citizens, and manage resources more effectively. As countries continue to embrace digital transformation, the synergy between e-governance and sustainable development will be crucial in addressing global challenges and achieving a more sustainable future. Here are the benefits of e-governance for sustainable development. Number one is improved public service delivery. E-governance enhances the efficiency and responsiveness of public services, enabling governments to better meet the evolving needs of citizens and community. E-governance facilitates 24/7 access to public services, overcoming geographical and temporal barriers. An example of this is the online portals. Government services are made available online, enable citizens to access services from anywhere at any time. Mobile applications. Mobile apps provide a convenient way for citizens to access services, especially in regions with high mobile phone penetration but limited internet infrastructure. Multi-channel service delivery, e-governance platforms often integrate multiple channels, online, mobile and kiosk to cater to different segments of the population. The second one is to increase transparency and accountability. Digital platforms promote open access to information, empowering citizens to actively engage in the decision-making process and hold their leaders accountable. E-governance enhances transparency and accountability in public service delivery. Ano yung kahalagahan nito? Real-time monitoring. Digital platforms enable real-time monitoring of service delivery processes, helping to identify and address bottlenecks promptly. Public dashboards. Governments can use online dashboards to publish performance metrics and service delivery standards, holding service providers accountable. Citizen feedback mechanisms. E-governance platforms often include tools for citizens to provide feedback and report issues, fostering a responsive and accountable public service culture. The third one is enhanced resource optimization. E-governance tools can optimize the allocation and utilization of natural, financial, and human resources, contributing to more sustainable development practices. Digital service delivery reduces operational costs for both government and citizens. Lower transaction costs. Online services reduce the need for physical infrastructure and personnel, leading to significant cost savings. Reduce travel and waiting time. Citizens save time and money by accessing services online, eliminating the need for travel and queuing at government offices. Efficient resource allocation. Data analytics and automated systems help government allocate resources more efficiently, reducing waste and improving service delivery outcomes. Here are the factors influencing sustainable development. Number one is environmental protection. Preserving natural resources, reducing carbon footprints, and promoting biodiversity are key factors that influence the sustainability of development initiatives. The second one is social equity. Addressing issues of poverty, healthcare, education, and gender equality are crucial in fostering sustainable and inclusive development. The third is economic viability. Ensuring long-term financial stability, job creation, and equitable distribution of wealth are essential for sustainable development across communities. The fourth one is institutional capacity. Strong governance, policy frameworks, and organizational capabilities are necessary to effectively implement and monitor sustainable development programs. Ito yung role of e-governance in achieving sustainable development goals. E-governance enables government to effectively address the multifaceted sustainable development goals by enhancing transparency, driving data-driven decision-making, and facilitating citizen engagement. Digital platforms streamline public service delivery, promote environmental sustainability, and empower marginalized communities na lahat ay importanteng elements in realizing the Global 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. At ano-ano naman yung mga sustainable development goal na yon. Natakal na natin yun dun sa isa nating subject, pero banggitin ko na rin. Ito yung no poverty, no hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable clean energy, good jobs and economic growth, industry innovation and infrastructure, reduce inequality, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, protect the planet, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice, and strong institutions, and partnership for goals. Ito naman yung mga hadlang or hamon para ma-implement ang e-governance. Ito yung kakulangan ng political will, kung saan ang mga leader at opisyal ay walang dedikasyon o interes sa pagpapatupad ng mabuting pamamahala, kaya mas nagiging mahirap ang implementasyon ng mga pinakailangang reforma or yung mga patakaran. Nandiyan din ang corruption sa loob ng pamahalaan at iba pang institusyon ay isang malaking talaga itong balakid. Pinipigil ito ang maayos na alokasyon ng mga pondo at nakakasira din sa tiwala ng publiko. Then yung mahinang institutional na capacity. Kasi yung kakulangan sa capacity at kakayahan ng mga institusyon upang isagawa ang mga tungkulin ay magiging hadlang sa epektibong pamamahala. Tapos yung resistance to change, Ang mga tao at organisasyon na nasanay na sa kasalukuyang sistema, maaaring lumaban sa mga pagbabago, lalo na kung maapektahan yung kanilang kapangyarihan o yung kita nila. Then yung kawalan din ng transparent sa sistema. Kung walang transparency, magiging mahirap para sa publiko na magkaroon ng tiwala sa pamahalaan para masubaybayan nila yung mga aktibidad sana. Then yung kakulangan sa paglahok ng publiko. Ang kakulangan ng partisipasyon nila mula sa iba't ibang sektor ng lipunan, naglilimit yun sa inclusivity at accountability ng pamamahala. Malaking hadlang din ang limitasyon sa pananalapi. Siyempre, kapag hindi sapat ang pondo, maaaring mapapigil sa pagpapatupad ng mga project at programa na kailangan para sa epektibong governance. Ang mga komplikasyon din sa batas at yung mga komplikadong batas at regulasyon sa sobrang dami at pagiging komplikado ng mga batas na ito, mas nakakapagpabagal ng proseso or implementation. Ang isa pa ay yung kakulangan sa edukasyon at kamalayan. So, kung walang sapat na kaalaman or kamalayan ng mamamayan sa kanilang mga karapatan or tungkulin, nagiging balakid ito sa pagpapatupad ng mabuting pamamahala. Meron ding social at cultural na hadlang. Ang ilang mga social at cultural na paniniwala na kaugalian ay maaaring makapagpahirap sa pagtanggap ng mga bagong patakaran at proseso. Para matugunan ng mga hamon na ito, kailangan ng coordination at pagsisikap mula sa iba't ibang sektor ng lipunan, kasama ang pamahalaan, private sector at mga mamamayan. Here are the strategies for integrating governance into sustainable development plans. Number one is policy alignment. Ensure e-governance initiatives are coherently integrated into sustainable development policies and frameworks at the national and local levels. So, dapat magkakaugnay yung mga polisiya ng national at local levels para maiwasan yung pagbabanggaan o pag-duplicate ng effort para maging effective ang pag-abot nila sa mga layunin ng sustainable development goals. The next one is digital infrastructure. Invest in robust and accessible digital infrastructure, including high-speed internet and user-friendly online platforms to enable equitable e-service delivery. Kaya napakahalaga na mamuhunan ang ating gobyerno para sa digital infrastructure para mas magkaroon ng security din ang mga data, mga cybersecurity measures, laban sa mga banta ng cyber sa pamamagitan ng firewall, encryption, at iba pang mga security protocols. Next is capacity building. Empower public sector employees and citizens through digital literacy programs, fostering the skills needed to actively participate in e-governance for sustainability. The next is stakeholder engagement. facilitate continuous dialogue and collaboration between governments, businesses, civil society, and communities to create sustainable e-governance solutions. Case studies of successful e-governance initiative for sustainability. Ito yung Singapore Intelligent Nation 2015. Isa itong comprehensive plan na inilunsad ng Singapore noong 2006 na ang layunin ay maging isang intelligent nation ang kanilang bansa sa loob ng 10 years. Pinabilis ang internet access para mas lumawak ang mga serbisyong pampubliko online, katulad ng tax filing and licensing, at iba pang mga programa. Pinahusay din ang quality ng pagtuturo upang maihanda ang mga mag-aaral para sa future. Nagbigay din ng support sa business upang makapag-compete sila sa global market. Isang halimbawa din ang Estonia. Ito yung bansa na matatagpuan sa Northern Europe. Sa Estonia, ginawang mas mabilis at cost-effective ang public services. Pinalakas nila ang transparency, kaya nabawasan ang corruption. Nakilahok ang mga mamamayan sa pampublikong usapin at proseso ng gobyerno. Ang mga halimbawa ng mga initiative na ginawa nila yung X-Road, na kung saan nagsishare sila ng information na ligtas at effective. E-residency, nagbigay sila ng digital identity at access sa mga turista or dayuhan, na kung saan pwede rin silang makapag-negosyo. Ay voting, yung sa pagboboto nila, kahit nasa malayo, makakapagboto pa rin sila. E-tax, online tax filing, na kung saan mas nababawasan ang cost. Digital healthcare, na tulad ng prescription at e-health records. Meron din India's e-Panchayat program. Panchayat means lokal na pamahalaan. India's Panchayat program empowered local rural communities by digitalizing planning, budgeting, and service delivery, improving resource allocation, and fostering inclusive sustainable development. Meron silang India's Aadhaar system, unique identification system that facilitates direct benefit, transfer, and access to a wide range of public services, reducing fraud and improving efficiency. Dubai Smart Dubai initiative leverage emerging technologies like AI and blockchain to streamline government services, enhance environmental sustainability, and position the city as a global e-governance leader. Smart Dubai is an ambitious initiative launched by the Dubai government to transform the city into one of the smartest and happiest cities in the world. By harnessing the power of technology and innovation, this initiative aims to enhance the quality of life for residents and visitors while promoting economic growth and sustainability. Ang example ng Smart Dubai initiative is Dubai Now app, a one-stop platform providing access to a wide range of government and private sector services, including bill payments, visa application, and healthcare appointments. Meron din silang Dubai blockchain strategy, aiming to make Dubai the first city fully powered by blockchain by 2060. enhancing efficiency, transparency, and security in various sectors. Meron din silang happiness measure, a real-time feedback tool installed across the city to measure the happiness and satisfaction of residents and visitors with various services. Meron ding smart grid, implementation of a smart grid system by the Dubai Electricity and Water Authority to enhance energy efficiency and integrate renewable energy sources. Meron din silang smart traffic systems, deployment of intelligent traffic management system to reduce congestion, improve safety, and enhance the device Smart Dubai initiative is a comprehensive and forward-thinking strategy aimed at transforming the city into a global leader in smart technology and innovation. So by focusing on enhancing the quality of life, promoting sustainability and fostering economic growth, Smart Dubai is setting a benchmark for smart city initiatives worldwide. Through the integration of advanced technologies and data-driven solutions, Dubai is well on its way to becoming one of the smartest and happiest city in the planet. Ito yung mga example ng e-governance initiative in the Philippines. EBPLS or Electronic Business Permits and Licensing System. It is an electronic governance program that facilitates the online application and renewal of business permits and licenses for enterprises operating in the Philippines. Dahil streamline ang proseso, kaya mas mabilis at mas effective. Nababawasan din ang red tape dahil mas kaunti yung documents at mas madali yung approval. Kaya mas nagiging convenience ito para sa mga negosyante dahil pwede silang mag-apply online. Mas napapadali din ang retrieval ng documents para malaman kung nakapag-renew na ba o hindi ang nasabing business. Online Real Property Tax Payment System. This platform facilitates electronic payments of property taxes for citizens, thereby minimizing reliance on paper-based transaction and physical visits to government offices. Mas napapadali ang pag-generate ng report at real-time din ang mga record. Mas madadali din ang pagbabayad ng buwis, kaya mas tataas ang collection. Madali ring namomonitor yung mga transaction at maiiwasan ang mga anomalya. PhilHealth Online Registration and Services. Pinapadali nito ang process ng pag-register at pagmamanage ng mga PhilHealth account. Makakatipid din sa pila at oras. Mas mabilis din nasasagot yung mga queries and requests kumpara sa mga physical record. Mas madaling i-manage at secure ang mga records kapag online ang services. Open Data Portal of the Philippine Government. The Open Data Portal initiative by the government offers users the opportunity to access a diverse range of data sets sourced from various government institutions. Dito, nabibigyan ng daan para makinahok ang public sa mga process ng pamahalaan. Meron din silang opportunity na magbigay ng feedback or gumawa ng decision. Yung mga data na nakukuha mula sa mga portal, pwedeng gamitin ng mga policy makers, researchers, or iba pang mga stakeholders para makagawa sila ng decision na based on evidence. Napapalakas din ito ang transparency, accountability, at participation. Habang nagbibigay ng mga opportunity sa innovation at economic development. iGov Philippine Project. It is a prominent e-governance program with the objective of enhancing government government's operations and services by leveraging information and communication technology. GovBill contributes to the enhancement of government efficiency, transparency, and public service delivery by fostering digitalization and automation. Dahil isa itong unified online platforms, ang iba't ibang ahensya ay maaaring magbahagi ng kanilang mga informasyon. Napapadali din ito ang pag-access sa mga serbisyo ng gobyerno. So, sa pamamagitan ng standardized security protocols, mas naproprotektahan ang mga sensitive information against unauthorized access at mga cyber threats. The role of technology in e-governance for sustainable development. First is data-driven insights. Advanced analytics and data empower e-governance to make data-informed decisions that optimize resource allocation and drive sustainable policies. Cloud infrastructure, cloud-based e-government platforms enable scalable, secure, and cost-effective delivery of digital public services, enhancing accessibility and efficiency. The next one is Internet of Things. Sensor networks and the Internet of Things facilitate real-time monitoring of environmental indicators, enabling adaptive and responsive e-governance for sustainability. Last one is AI for automation. Artificial intelligence and machine learning automate routine tasks, streamlining e-governance processes and freeing up resources for strategic sustainable development initiatives. Stakeholder engagement and collaboration in governance for sustainability. Effective e-governance for sustainability requires active collaboration between government, citizens, businesses, and civil society organizations, facilitating inclusive dialogue and cooperating solutions. In short, e-services meet diverse stakeholder needs and priorities. Participatory approaches like open data platforms and digital town halls empowers stakeholders to provide real-time feedback, shape policies, and hold regular makers accountable for sustainable outcomes. Conclusion and future outlook. Promising future, e-governance holds immense potential to drive sustainable development with emerging technologies like AI, Internet of Things, and cloud computing unlocking new possibilities for efficient, transparent, and inclusive public service delivery. Citizen empowerment through digital literacy and active participation in e-governance will be key to ensuring sustainable development is truly inclusive and responsive to the evolving needs of communities. Scaling up efforts as governments worldwide continue to integrate e-governance into their sustainable development strategies, scaling up successful initiatives and sharing best practices will be crucial to maximize the societal, environmental, and economic benefits. Last one is collaborative approach. Fostering multi-stakeholder collaboration and public-private partnership will be critical to overcome challenges, mobilize resources, and drive the widespread adoption of e-governance for sustainable development. That's the end of my report. Thank you for listening.
Okay. E-governance can facilitate citizen engagement and participation in government processes, which is essential for advancing sustainable development objectives. So through online platforms, social media, and participatory mechanisms, citizens can contribute their ideas, provide feedback, and collaborate with government agencies and other stakeholders in the decision-making process. So this inclusive approach to governance ensures that diverse perspectives are taken into account, leading to more informed and sustainable policy decisions. E-governance can support environmental sustainability by promoting digitalization and reducing the environmental footprint of government operations. So I believe by shifting from paper-based to digital processes, e-governance initiatives can help conserve natural resources, reduce waste, and minimize carbon emissions associated with printing and transportation. So furthermore, e-governance can enable government to implement environmental management and monitoring system, promote renewable energy adoption, and support sustainable urban planning initiatives, thus contributing to the achievement of environmental sustainability goals. As our presenter mentioned, e-governance has the potential to play a significant role in advancing sustainable development by improving governance practices, enhancing service delivery, promoting citizen engagement, and supporting environmental conversion efforts. So by leveraging digital technologies and supporting environmental conservation efforts, of course, environmentally responsible governance system, e-governance can contribute to the achievement of sustainable development objectives and ensure a better future for all. So I think that's it for this topic.